How we doing, team? Trifunctional here, hanging out on the Minecraft Initium series. I'm having an awesome day. I hope you're also having a fantastic day. Quite a bit has happened since the last episode. First of all, look at this giant hole. You can see I have been doing quite a bit of digging. This is right above our slime chunks, and so this is going to be quite the project. This took quite a lot of time actually digging this out, and the plan is to go all the way down to these slime chunks. Now you can see that I set up a little bit of a temporary octopus farm while I am digging stuff out here. Just to kind of kill two birds with one stone. I figure I can be collecting ink sacs while I am spending so much time in this area digging everything out. And how this works, it's a pretty common design, I believe. I just have the water sources on the top layer there. That's at sea level. That's the point, the highest point that you can have the water to have the octopus spawn in it. Then, so with the water sources just at the top layer, everything else is just, there's a current pushing down. And so and with the signs on the bottom, the octopus eventually falls out the bottom, and you can set it up so that there's a drop so that the octopus would die from fall damage, or like this design, it just kind of suffocates on the land, and then eventually the ink sacs pop out. But another awesome thing that happened is I went around to a whole bunch of caves around this area and lit them up, and did a whole bunch of mining of iron while I was at it. So now, check it out. Instant mine, because I went ahead and I got my level 4 beacon set up. And so we now have haste 2 with our beacon. So that is super awesome. It makes this job of digging out this giant area go much faster. Now, that's not all that has happened so far. Let me go ahead and head back over to our main base place. And I went ahead and did some more work on the tree. Let me go ahead and just drop this stuff off real quick. Just clear up my inventory. But I did some more work on the tree. Check out. I went ahead and got a lot of the canopy included in there. It's looking way better. It's not quite finished yet. I'm not super satisfied with it quite yet. But it's coming along. It's looking a lot better than the flat canopy that we had on there previously. And so yeah, so this is going to be a large project. Quite a bit more work will go into it with forming the canopy, but it is looking way better. And how I've been doing this is I've kind of taken a tip from BOO. He's been in his Season 5 Hermitcraft. He's been crafting a giant tree in the jungle, and he's been using other trees that he just like places dirt and then bone meals trees up in the canopy area to kind of form it. That's the way I've been kind of doing it. I've been using oak trees because I like the leaves, the way that they form better, and then I just kind of break out the chunks and replace them with the dark oak chunks so that it all looks kind of uniform. And now coming over here, I've had a change of heart as far as the sheep area. I don't think that this is the way we're going to set that up. I was actually watching Slipgator in Season 3 of Hermitcraft, and he has a cool way of setting up the sheep breeding system. So I might go ahead and take a tip from him with that. That's something that I'll work on in the future as well. Now, changes over here to the villager tower. I did figure out that I can place string and then place the carpet on top of it. And so I think that with a bridge like this all the way around, I don't think that zombies or any mobs will cross it. So I think that's something we're going to do. We'll have like a wooden deck going around the outer edge. And then in the middle, we'll have the carpet bridge so that we can access the villagers. And again, I think that'll prevent mobs from crossing and bothering our villagers. Now, you've probably noticed the rails that we have on the corners here. That's my... Oh, went in and fell down. That's my solution to our problem with the villagers getting stuck in the top layer here. I went ahead and on the corners set up a little bit of a rail system, so when they reach the end of the water, they drop down, and then they go around and pop up here and then drop into the next water area. And it's perfect so that it is one water stream's length long, because that is 8. There's 8 cubicles for the villagers, and that's how far the water stream flows. So it kind of works out perfectly where we don't have to combine water streams, so we don't have those dry spots where villagers are getting stuck. So that's working much better, and I'm going to continue to be doing work on this. As far as the villager breeding level, I'm looking at a different breeder that I'm going to set up, I think, and so that's going to change quite a bit, I believe. And then the villager breeder that I'm looking at is going to be a more compact design. It's not going to have the field involved, so we're going to have to either go in and manually feed the villagers to get them to breed, or I'm looking at another, setting up an automatic farm where we would have villagers do the farming for us and then toss the crops into like a water stream that would bring the crops to the actual like compact breeder to breed up our villagers. So that's going to be quite a large project that we're going to work on in the future. And yeah, you can see the zombies over there trying to figure out how to get up there, but they don't quite know how to cross that bridge. So I think that's going to work out. But yeah, we've been doing quite a bit of technical builds in the recent episodes of the series. So I think today we're going to switch gears and we're going to be doing some aesthetic building. And now, one thing that we don't have yet is like a brewing station, a place to brew potions. And now that we have the blaze farm set up, we have tons of blaze rods. And blaze rods are the fuel that you need for brewing potions. So it seems like an appropriate time to get a potion brewing station set up. And so I have some materials gathered up here, and I have kind of a cool idea planned out for how we're going to do this. So we're going to start by getting a little bit of redstone taken care of, because this is going to be the way that we're going to get up to our area. And then we're going to build a little, it's going to be like a little tree house coming out the side. It's going to be on this side of our tree. And that's where we're going to have our brewing station set up. So I'm going to get a little bit of materials in my inventory here, collect my thoughts real quick, and I'll bring you back in a sec. Alright, so first off, in order to get up to our treehouse area, we could just use a ladder, but that's boring. We don't want to just use a ladder. So what we're going to do is we're going to set up a little bit of a slime block propulsion system that it's going to hop us up there. So that's going to be really cool, I think. So let me go ahead and just take a look here. We're going to have the slime block and everything go over in this area. So we're going to dig down a little bit. And alright. And so we're going to need to use some obsidian, because slime blocks don't stick to obsidian. And so we're going to have an obsidian block there. We're going to have one right here. And we're going to have one right here. Then I think we're going to place one right here and right here. And then we're going to have a sticky piston down there. And our slime block will be attached to our sticky piston. So it doesn't look like I actually needed to remove that dirt block. I'm just going to fill it in with that. Alright, so we got there. Now, if I left it the way it is right now, when the sticky piston pushes the slime block up, it would stick to this wood right here and it would get stuck. And also this fence too. So we're going to need to take these out. And we can probably leave that one empty, actually. That doesn't look that bad. And yeah, we'll just we'll leave this empty for now. We'll figure that out. Now right here, we're gonna go ahead and get a little bit of. I'm just contemplating if we wanted to have it right there, or if we wanted to push it back one, because I'm gonna have repeater, redstone, and our button will be right here. So we're gonna have to come around the corner, hit the button, and then it'll hop us up. So we might actually want to push it back one. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and push it back one. I'll go ahead and I'll take care of that real quick. Alright team, so I went ahead and I adjusted it. I pushed all of the obsidian and the piston and slime block back one. And so this is going to be where we will be launched up. And so let me go ahead and grab out my repeaters. And so down here I'm going to have repeaters set to 4 ticks. I'm going to have another repeater set to 4 ticks. And then my redstone dust will go right there. And then we're going to have wooden walkway. Yeah, so we'll have a little bit of a wooden walkway here, and then we'll have a wooden pressure plate right here. So now, when I walk over it, timing is set up just so that by the time I reach the slime block, it's ready to push me up. So yeah, that's gonna be a fun way to get up to our little treehouse that we're building here. So now we're gonna go ahead and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I believe it's gonna be. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I think that's the one we're gonna want to cut out. So let's go ahead and go like that. And let's just see if this is the right height. I believe it is. So we actually want to remove that one too. Let's just place a temporary block. Can I get up there? Alright. Some temporary blocks to make it so that we can do some work here. Okay. So, go up here. And yeah. That seems to be the right height. Yep. Perfect. I'm going to remove that one for now as well. So, now that we are up here, we are going to build, well actually I need, I know that I put a, there it is. I moved stuff around. Yeah, I'm not sure if I showed this as well. I moved stuff around on the inside of the tree as well. Moved the enchanting bench down, recessed into the floor. I used redstone blocks around the edge of the enchanting table. I think that looks nice. And underneath there, I placed a redstone lamp, so it's giving it that nice little glow coming from beneath the enchanting table. And then I have my anvil over in that corner now, and the table up here. So let's go ahead and let's craft up some spruce wood blocks, and that's what we're gonna start off with this build. And whoops. Okay, so here we go. Did I just get caught on something, or what? What happened there? There we go. That's what we want to have happen. Okay, so now this is the height that we are hopping up to, but I don't want this to be this block. I want it to be a spruce wood block right here and right here. And then right here we're gonna have some acacia wood. Alright. And I believe that I want my acacia wood to go over here as well. And I've kind of planned this out in a creative world. And actually, I'm going to go sleep real quick just so that we're not getting bothered by mobs at all. Welcome back, team. So I went ahead and I slept, make it daytime, and I gathered a few more supplies. And I also went ahead and took a look at the project in my test world just to make sure that I am doing this exactly how I want it to. And so what I actually did is here, I didn't have acacia, I had a redstone block. And the reason for that, and I think this is going to be kind of a cool light source, we went ahead and placed a redstone lamp right on top of there. So yeah, I think that's going to look nice. And then back here, let's go ahead and bust these out. We're going to place a little bit of spruce wood right here. And then over here, we're going to place some dark oak wood. Nope, wrong. Alright, let's go ahead and place some dark oak wood there. And then we want some spruce wood right here. And then I'm using acacia wood because I kind of like the color of the acacia, and I think it'll be a nice contrast to what we have been using in a lot of our builds, which has been like the dark browns. And so I think, yeah, using the acacia wood is going to be a nice contrast for us. And then around the outer edge here, we did something like this. All right. And then let's just go ahead and bust that off on the corners. And I don't believe that I want that one there on that corner either. Alright, and so then around the outer edges here, we're going to place some more acacia wood. Place kind of like this. And nope, that's wrong. Alright, so I think it's coming out like this. And then on these corner pieces, I'm going to get rid of these as well. Alright. Oh no, I lost an acacia plank. The acacia wood is really annoying to harvest. I've been using my tree farm area over there to harvest the acacia logs, and it is not fun at all. Alright, so let's go ahead and place down some trap chests right here, and then some normal chests. And the reason why we're using trap chests in the center is because I didn't make enough chests. Ah! That's annoying. Oh well. The reason I'm using trap chests in the center is because if you place two just normal chests beside each other, it doesn't let you do that. So these storage chests are going to be where we're going to store the different ingredients for our for the purposes of enchanting. And so, nope, that's wrong. We'll place a brewing stand on top here. And then let's go ahead and place down a spruce log right here. And can I get at that one on the bottom to take that out? Someday, maybe? There we go. And then up here, let's just place one of these guys. But we don't want that one. Alright. And then on this side, let's place some more of the spruce wood. And actually, I need to take out my axe. There we go. I don't want this log right here. Right there, I want a glass pane. And we need a water source to fill our water bottles at for brewing. And so I think this is kind of a cool way to have a water source just secured in there. I don't actually need this to be flipped up. It could just be like that. I tried it out with just like a pressure plate here. That works as well, but I think it's kind of cool to have the trapdoor there to make it look like it's kind of in a container. It's not just floating there. And so let's go ahead and place down an acacia fence right there. On top of our little redstone lamp, we're going to place a pot with a spruce sapling. And right here in the corner, I'm going to have some spruce wood. Boom, boom. Alright, so this is coming together quite nicely. And so then we're going to kind of frame this out with some of these logs. Now, I did test it out, and I need a too wide gap here to be able to hop up here without the impedance of the without hitting my head on the log and not actually making the full jump. So let's go ahead and do one of these. And maybe we'll go here, and here, and here. And then, yeah, okay. And so then we'll go right here and here maybe. I'm going to go ahead and gather a couple more supplies, and I will be right back. And we're back, team. So I'm going to go ahead and start placing a few fences around. I think this is going to be a nice little addition here, the fence up on the balcony area. This is going to be kind of left open so you can kind of see down into the tree. I guess you can't really see down that well without jumping up, but it just kind of gives it a more open feel here. Now let's go ahead and hop up. Can I hop up on this? Yeah, there we go. Okay, so around the outside, we want to place a few fences like this. I think this is going to add a nice detail around the outer edges. Let's go ahead and get a couple placed here. And right there. Alright. And I did go ahead and make up the other chests that we need. Let's go ahead and place a couple here. So yeah, so there's going to be plenty of storage for different ingredients around in our little area here. And now, as far as the roof, we're going to use nether brick for the roof. So let's go ahead and take a junk block with us. See if we can hop up on there now that... Nope. Looks like we're going to need to place a helper. Alright. And so let's just place a block right here. And then let's start placing down our... Yep, that's not right. Alright, so I think we're going to need to place it from the side over here. So we're going to place it down there. And then we can actually remove this block. That's not going to be there permanently. Oh, don't want to hit it with a sword. That's not going to do us much good. And see, is this... Yeah. Okay, it's kind of awkward placing it. I think we need more helper blocks. Okay. Nope, it's still going to give us one of those guys just because of the angle that we're hitting it from. So we're going to go around the outer edge with this. And see if I can get back up in there. Oh, and now I'm falling. And this is kind of awkward to be placing the roof around the outer edge. So I'm probably going to do the roof placement off camera real quick. I'll be right back. Alright, team. So I've got the build finished up here. And I think it's looking pretty nice. I think that it's integrated into the side of our tree pretty well. I like using the acacia wood. I think it does add a nice contrast to all of the dark browns of the dark oak wood that we've been using for a majority of our builds here. So we just come on through and let's hop up here, and now we have our little brewing area. it's a nice, cozy little tree house for brewing. And so we'll go ahead and fill up uh, some bottles of water here. Oh, whoops. My inventory's full, so now I'm just throwing them in there. Alright, so actually I think that we will have our blaze rods in one of these chests at the front because they're going to be used a lot, and then we'll have our nether wart in another one, and our gunpowder. And then along the side we'll have like pufferfish and spider eyes. On the side we'll just have a spot for our water bottles as well. And yep, I think I got all of those. But yeah, the nice part, I thought about using a cauldron in here because it would look kind of cool. But with the cauldron, after you use it like 3 or 4 times with the water bottles, it's empty. With just a water source like this, you can just fill them up indefinitely, and the water source never runs out. So this is going to be a lot more convenient for filling up the water bottles for our brewing purposes. But yeah, I think this is going to be a nice addition to the base. We'll go ahead and make use of the brewing area and make sure to brew up some portions for future adventures. But I've had a lot of fun with designing this build. I'm personally a fan of the way that we get up and down. I know it's nothing original. I know that lots of people have these slime block launchers, but I think that it's fun to incorporate here. But I've had a blast with this video. If you've enjoyed the video, make sure to hit that like button. It certainly helps me out, helps the channel out a lot. If you're new and you haven't already, make sure to subscribe so you know when the future content comes out. But that'll be all for today, folks. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I will catch you on the flip side.